Hello everyone, Craft here, and today I am on the Anarchy server, and I'm back with episode 4 today. Some of you guys might be wondering why I'm recording day-to-day episodes, because I've realized that in the comments you guys were pretty interested in this concept of sharing and just sharing personal stories and how I deal with all these personal issues while just mining in Anarchy. So I guess since you guys think that is a good idea, I might just do it more often. Alright guys, so just to put out a disclaimer out there, I could say, throughout this episode, wait, what's going on? Okay. Throughout this episode, is this a glitch? I have like two, never mind. Yeah, so back to what I was saying, just a disclaimer, this video will be just tons of talking and tons of discussion and just me talking, about like personal stuff and stuff that people can relate to, I would say. So there's not much action in this, there's not much interesting content, I would say, that visual content, I would say, that might interest some of you guys who are more into just action-packed stuff. So just a disclaimer, this video might be a bit boring for people who don't want to listen to personal stuff or just generally me talking. So yeah, just to put it out there. I think one of you guys suggested that I talk about bullying, and that is a popular topic to talk about because since many people go through it, and I thought might as well, since I personally have gone through it myself, like why not just share what has happened and how I dealt with it, and maybe some of you guys out there could take the advice or take the little tips that I have to like strengthen yourself and have more confidence in yourself, because that is important. That is vital, I would say. That is very vital to have confidence in yourself. It is very important that you believe and trust yourself and just don't care about what other people say. I know this may sound very cliched and very deep. Some of you guys might not like to hear such deep stuff or find it really just boring. You could click off to the next video. This is more catered to people who need help or need advice concerning this topic of bullying. And do take note that I will be taking short few seconds of water breaks every now and then, just because it takes a lot of effort to talk and just I need water. My throat constantly just gets dry, and just talking this much has got me tired already. I know I'm a fairly lousy commentator, you could say, and I don't mind, because I have to admit I am, I have to face it that I'm not that good of a commentator. So yeah, and that just brings me to one of my branches, you could say, about bullying. You have to accept who you are, even you have flaws and many insecurities, you could say. You have to like embrace them, and like adapt to them. There's no way you can change them unless you really want to, but I would personally suggest that you don't change them. Just be who you are, as I believe your mother or whoever who just supports you would say. You don't need to care about other people, what they say. And before I start giving my own personal perspective, I would like to start to tell you guys my own personal story and what I've faced when I was younger that relates to bullying. Alright, so personally, I've been bullied as well when I was younger, much younger, like when I was, I don't know, 11, 12 years old, when I'm just like about to enter middle school. And it just really, to be honest, it really did impact me. It really did change the way I think and the way I behaved and like presented myself to people. And why I say that is because I was like frightened, and you could say I was like neglecting my true self and just worried that people might see my true self and think bad of me or like dislike me. And that was a main problem when I was around that age, was that people didn't like me. For some reason, I guess I wasn't that likable. I wasn't that sociable either at that age. I rarely talk that much, but now at the age of 17, I'm a chatterbox. I've changed a lot, and yeah, when I was at that age, I really just kept to myself and didn't really want to open up. You could say open up to the world and open up to new friends. I was just sticking to whoever I was comfortable with, and that was a big problem because people, since that I was like that, nobody really knew who I am, to be honest, and nobody really understood me at school. And I have to thank my teacher because she was my main supporter besides my parents, and she helped me get through that tough time and just encouraged me. And I would like to, you could say, transfer all the positive energy to you guys and how I would deal with that. So the main reason people didn't like me was for the fact that, I don't know, I was an introvert, and mostly of my classmates just really liked people who were fun, you could say cheery, and just people who make them happier. And I guess I wasn't fulfilling to that, and I had two people specifically that kept on pressing me and bullying me, you could say. Mostly it wasn't physical bullying. At that time, they weren't brave enough, you could say, to physically hurt me. So it was all just verbal. I was verbally hurt and really just cut and broken up by their words. So yeah, and it was really just a tough time. I don't need to go into detail as to what they said to me. I'm sure many of you guys are affected by people calling you idiot, people calling you retarded, and all those typical middle school stuff that immature people call each other. So yeah, and throughout that time, I was really just lonely. I had very little friends, you could say, and yeah, so what I thought to myself was, what was wrong with me? Why didn't people like me? Why did people think I was inferior? I kept questioning myself and wondering, just sorry, I almost choked because of the water. Just because, why am I indifferent? And that was the problem. I shouldn't think of myself as being indifferent. I should think of myself being unique. I know how cliche that sounds, and I want you guys to accept the fact that you are different from other people, and it doesn't change a thing. We are all just humans. We are all just people in this society who have to support each other and help each other to survive in this complex and cruel world we live in now. Yeah, that's all I have to say about this subject. And what I suggest you guys think is to reset. And what I suggest is to accept yourself, to embrace the fact that you are different, to basically not care. Don't give a damn about what they say. Their opinion doesn't matter. They won't affect your life. They're not your mother. You're not their brother or sister. You have nothing related to them, and you can live without them. And you don't need to be easily affected by what they say. That's all I have to emphasize. And I would say that telling an adult or someone who you trust is very important as well. So I told my parents, I told my teacher, but that was I don't know how many months of verbal bullying that I couldn't take it, and I decided to tell my parents. And I told my parents first, and then I told my teacher, because my teacher was more readily available, you could say. She was in school. She knew how to deal with all this bullying stuff. And yeah, and why I emphasize on how important this is that most people do not have the guts, you could say, or do not dare to face the bullies themselves. And that's why you need friends. That's why you need support. That's why you need advice as to what to do. So I would definitely recommend telling a teacher or telling a parent, and see what they can help you. I know that there are teachers out there who might not be able to be fully just they might not be able to help you successfully. So parents are just the best people to talk to in my opinion. Yeah, so that's what I did. I told them, they supported me, they told me what to do, what to think, and just have positive thoughts and not care about what other people say. And of course, they did deal with the bullies themselves. I won't go into detail as to who they were. They were both girls. I know, mean girls. Not referencing to the movie. Yeah, so I really just sought out their help and their dignity, I could say, to gain back my dignity and just to feel comfortable at school, because that's what you want to do. You don't want to stress yourself out over just people not liking you, you know. It doesn't matter, in my opinion, and you can always find friends out there. There's definitely, I'm telling you, definitely friends out there and people out there who will appreciate yourself and just like who you are, you know. You don't need to change yourself because of other people. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Alright, so let me just go ahead and sell all of these stuff. As you can see, my inventory is full. Yeah, okay, so I hope most of what I've said previously is quite constructive, or in some way or another have somehow helped you. Yeah, so basically just keep what I've set in mind. Don't care about what other people say. Keep being yourself. Keep being true to who you are. You don't need to change yourself for other people. You don't live off them. You live for yourself. That's what specifically my dad told me. He said, you live for yourself. You don't live for other people. You don't need to aim to please everybody. I mean, you could aim to please a few people, and the people who you love and just appreciate. You can do that, but you don't need to try your best to I don't think it's necessary to make other people happy. What's important is that you find happiness in yourself. Yeah, so yeah, that's all I have to say. Just trust yourself, believe in yourself. Yeah, so I would like to say that a lot of people in America have weight issues. Thankfully, I'm not one of them, but I do know people who do face that problem, and it really breaks my heart how people just stab each other in the back and just I don't know, just because they're skinny, they make fun of the people who are not. And I don't know, I just find that a really sad thing. And if you do have weight issues, do know that it doesn't really have to change who you are. You could definitely aim to be a better person and be you could slim down if you want to, if you feel that's necessary for people to like you. Yeah, so that's all I have to say. I hope this episode wasn't too short. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of me just talking and advising you guys on what to do and what to think when you face all these problems. And I'm just gonna end the episode right here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next episode. If you guys enjoyed this Anarchy episode, please give this video a big thumbs up. That would help a lot. Just boot the like button. It just takes just 1 second just to press the like button. It will help a lot, and just show me how much you guys support and like this episode, if like the series, if you guys did enjoy it. And subscribe if you want to be updated on my future videos and future content. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!